Welcome. This is my channel, and today is an exciting day for me. It's the first ever Wednesday Weekly video. Wednesday Weekly is a feature that I've had on my blog for probably 6, 7, 8 months now. I've decided to finally bring that feature to YouTube and to you. So welcome. What is Wednesday Weekly? Great question. It's a feature I've had on my blog for about 7 months now, where I give a little bit of information about myself, about my channel, about my blog, about my website, about the world in general. I find some odd stories and put them out there, something I find entertaining. I learn a little bit from it, and hopefully you guys can learn a little bit and be entertained as well. First thing I'd like to talk about today is the EagleFan. My site, my blog, my videos. I haven't done as much on the blog this past week, only this Wednesday Weekly, which by now you're saying, wait, it's not Wednesday. You are correct. It usually comes out on Wednesday. I had a rough week this week, so it's coming out on Saturday this week, which is also why I wanted to throw in the extra of actually having a video. And I'm going to try to include these videos along with the blogs as we move forward. Also, I've added more to my video collection. I've done a couple of video reactions to a Nightwish song, Sleeping Sun. They've had a couple of different lead singers, so I've actually done a reaction to each. They seem to have gone over well. I'm planning some others based upon those. So if you have a chance, check out the videos. Come see more, and come back and watch Wednesday Weekly every week, along with not only reactions, but I'm planning on having other features on this channel as well. So thank you again. As we move on to the little personal section, I give a little bit more about this in the blog than I will on the video. Let's just say I'm back at work, and that's taking a lot of my time and adding to my migraines. That brings us to the world. Where do we start out? We start out over in Manchester, England, where a couple is raffling off their home. It's roughly a couple £100,000 home, and also their BMW. They say it's an M6. It says it's valued at about £28,000. I don't know any more of the details. The home is a 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom home that says it has a nice large garden backyard. They're raffling them off for £2 per raffle chance. Their goal is 200,000 raffle tickets to be sold, which will get them £400,000. They are looking to move to Australia. It's something that it's been a dream of theirs, and they want to try to actually live that out. So I wish them the best. I will have a link down in the description to more about this lottery or raffle, whatever you want to call it, if you'd like to take a chance yourself. I think I'll probably head there and get myself a couple of chances. Hey, you never know. Next, we move over to Brazil. A little bit of a problem with people working at home can happen. There's been many of times you hear about children or pets showing up on your video conference calls or your meetings. A lot of those little things happen. A Brazilian commentator actually was doing a show that they have on Instagram. It's a political show. Got a little bit of a surprise, or actually his audience got a little bit of a surprise as he was interviewing a Brazilian ex-presidential candidate. Apparently his wife was taking a shower and had gotten out of the shower, needed to get something on the other side of him. She was wrapped in a towel and crouched down and did her best stealth ninja job to sneak behind him so that nobody could see. Problem is, she was in clear view the entire time and also losing that towel. So his audience got a little bit more of a show. She didn't completely lose the show, but you see it sagging down on one side. So while you're working at home and things changed a little bit, your office is a little different now. Just remember that and be careful. Next up, we have a mystery. This mystery takes us to Area 51. There is a photographer by the name of Gabriel Zeifman. He was taking pictures, and he takes pictures of that area ever so often. He takes long distance photography, as obviously you have to be quite a ways away from Area 51, so he can't just walk up and take snapshots. In the very first photo, he sees a large hangar. This is a picture that was taken in April. So I'm going to put that up here so you can all see the picture. You'll notice sort of towards the left side of the picture, there's almost a yellowish brownish color building with a sloped roof. That was taken in April. Now, since then, he came back, he took another picture just about a month ago, less than a month ago even, and you'll see here where the red circle is where that building was in April. The question is, where is that building now? No one of official capacity is commenting on that. So of course it leaves speculation for those who wonder, what is out there? What could be out there? What could they be hiding? What are they not hiding? Who knows? It's just a question and a curious story to look into. That brings me to what's kind of a non-story for Wednesday Weekly. I was going to put it on, but in the blog I mentioned it, so I'll mention it here as well. There was a video that popped up showing a baby on a baby monitor and a ghostly image being seen on that monitor. After I looked into it a little bit more, I didn't want to go any further into it because I personally think it's a hoax. When you look at the video, you can tell it's a video from a baby monitor which does not have good frame rate. When you see this image, it looks like someone just putting their arm and hand in real quick like that. But when there's not a good frame rate, it's going to look just like a blur. That's kind of what it looks like there. So I didn't want to go further into it. And also when I looked a little bit more, it seemed odd that a person was holding the video monitor of the baby monitor at the same time taking a video footage of this video monitor at the same time that this apparently occurred. It just kind of seems a little bit too set up there. So I didn't really put much into that. Next up, we learn to appreciate the power of a bear. In a cabin in Lake Tahoe, I will actually post a link to the video. There's a YouTube video showing this, so I'll post that link in the description. There was a bear that was caught breaking into that cabin. Now it says cabin, but looking at the inside of that, that's pretty nice. That's not what I would call a cabin. That's almost like a little chalet or something. You can see on the video the door from the inside, and it starts to get kicked. You hear something hitting it. And then all of a sudden the door just explodes open, and it was just a bear sitting there pounding on that door. The bear wandered in, glanced around a little bit, hung out by the door apparently, and then authorities showed up and actually helped get the bear out of there. Luckily, there wasn't anybody home at the time when that happened. That takes us to Florida. Not for Florida man this time. Not yet anyway. We're going to Fort Lauderdale. There was an instance with a report to the police of what was a kangaroo apparently on the loose in the area of the town. The police initially thought, well, maybe this was a hoax, but they got multiple calls, so they had to go look into it. They're used to seeing alligators out there, so that wouldn't be a real surprise down there in Florida. But when they got out there, they actually did find this little guy. So it was a kangaroo out there wandering around. They were able to capture it, and they're taking it to a wildlife refuge for now as they're looking to find the home. They still actually, as of this point, they don't know where it came from. It just showed up hopping around. So if you're out and about and you find something different, take a picture, share it with us. And that leads us to our last story of the week. Florida Man is back. We look for these every week. Who did the worst? We've had Florida Man once in a while unseated by someone else, but not this time. This time we have a Florida man by the name of Vincent Scavetta. He apparently took a little bit of umbrage to someone in Walmart who said that he should wear a face mask. He decided to pull a gun out on this person. The authorities were called. He was arrested. He's on videotape doing it, so it's pretty much a slam dunk case as he awaits his trial. Shame on you, Florida Man. You've taken back the title for the Shame on You of the week. That has been our Wednesday Weekly, our first video version. I'd like to add some more content into the video versions as we move forward. I'm still learning as I go. I'm learning the setup, the actual editing, and everything else. So I want to see where this goes and see what else I can add to it. With that, I wanted to give our usual parting shots, which in this case, I always give a pay it forward challenge. This one's a pretty straightforward pay it forward. Wear your mask. It's not about you. It's about everyone else. That's the way you keep people safe while we're dealing with this pandemic. So it's straightforward. It's simple. It's not that much of an inconvenience. I've had to wear the mask. I don't have an issue with it. I don't want to get someone else sick if I'm sick and I don't know it, especially with this COVID. So I hope everybody is well out there. I hope everybody has a great week. As I'll say before, keep your eyes to the sky. Have a wonderful week. Thank you for joining me. And also there's a like and subscribe if you want. I don't like begging for that, but if you want, go for it.